They say the clothes don't make the hero, but improving them can only help. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? The doc has returned! And for those of you who've never seen me before that are new to the channel, what's up, YOUniverse? I am Dr. J. As always, welcome to the web's first must-see comic and nerd culture show. Welcome to the Comic Universe. So, I apologize for being absent for the channel for a while because, I've been busy with my main channel, Mr. J's Reviews. You can check that out in the end after this video. But it's because it's CW week, CW return week. At least as of recording this video, return week is going on. We got through a good chunk of it with Flash and Black Lightning. So I've been busy on my main channel. But that doesn't mean I'm going to leave the universe behind. Because I'm always going to stick with my boys C-Dubs and DPC. So, because I'm kind of the resident CW DC TV expert on the team, I decided to put together this video about one of the more interesting aspects of the Arrowverse that is that's very overlooked. It's very subtle, but as comic fans, and especially with the stuff we complain about from regular DC, or just DC overall, like in terms of live action stuff, it's definitely something that's noticeable, and that's the costumes. So I want to talk about the evolution of the Arrowverse costumes. And by Arrowverse, I mean, of course, Arrow, The Flash, Legends, Supergirl. We'll touch on Black Lightning, even though Black Lightning is not technically a part of the Arrowverse, but yes. So Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Legends, and of course Batwoman, and that's another reason why I wanted to do this video, is because we recently got images of Ruby Rose's Batwoman costume, and I personally loved it. I'm going to talk about that more towards the end to kind of talk about the now. But now I want to talk about the then, the ye old yesteryears, the olden times of 2012. Back then, I was called I started my YouTube channel for the first time. I used to call myself J. Al Ghul back in those days. And I started reviewing Arrow because it was a new comic book show. And I figured, okay, maybe I should dip my toes into reviewing TV. And back then, Arrow was very much inspired by the Nolanverse. And very dark and very Batman-y. And I mean, yeah, there's still some Batmanisms in Arrow. I will not argue with you there. And the costume there is very inspired by the Nolan ideology of making it realistic and, of course, making everything armored and different things like that, making it quote-unquote practical. But it's also very dark and muted, and that's the costume. It feels more like a Batman costume. All the costumes for the first generation Arrowverse costumes were dark. And that didn't work, especially for people like Green Arrow, especially for the Flash. I am not a fan of that dark burgundy maroon red emblem Flash costume from the first season. I loved the first season of the Flash. I was not a big fan of the first season costume. However, recently, as of season 5, we got an updated version of the costume that is much more comic accurate. It's a brighter red. It has the white emblem. He has a flash ring now. And now we're getting somewhere. We are actually getting to the brighter costumes. And also, with Arrow, the costumes are much, much brighter. His current, the most recent version of the Green Arrow costume is a much brighter green. He actually operates sometimes during the day now. So they're making their improvements here. The Legends costumes, Ray's original Atom suit looked a lot just like an Iron Man suit. When he built it on Arrow, it was basically just an Iron Man suit. But then once he was on Legends and he retweaked the suit a bit, looked much different from an Iron Man suit. It looked very unique to Ray. And it definitely fits his personality more. And these costumes, especially given they're on a TV budget, look amazing. Like, I will never discredit the costume designers because obviously, you know, it's hard work designing and making those costumes. Um, but I'm just glad that we're getting brighter costumes. More like they don't have to be 100% comic accurate. I'm not gonna be one of those nerds like, actually, Green Lantern's costume is a shade of emerald green, not this forest green you have there. No, I'm not. I'm not that guy. Like, seriously, that's not the type of fan I want to be. But I can't deny the fact that it makes me happy when I see my bright, happy characters in bright, colorful costumes. I'm not saying you gotta go full rainbow, but like, give them something brighter to wear, and that brighter colors automatically just kind of give you this happier feeling, which is why Superman is in red and blue, which is why red and blue is a dominant color scheme on a lot of superhero costumes. You got to think about that. Like, there is some psychology behind color choice. And, like, the fact that they're actually starting to make brighter costumes also reflects the shift in tone in some of these shows. Like The Flash last season was a lot darker, and he had a darker costume. Now he gets the brighter costume. It feels more like season one, where everything is a lot more happier. Well, a lot happier, not more happier. More happier is grammatically incorrect. My bad. Uh, Things are a lot happier, and it feels more like season one. Everything feels more upbeat, and I'm liking that. I'm really feeling that vibe, pun intended. Um, and just a lot of these costumes definitely are improving to the point where I'm just like, okay, if you can do this on TV, then movies definitely have no excuse. But the fact that they're actually listening and they're actually taking accuracy more into consideration, and instead of just trying to Nolanize everything now, I've got to just tip my hat to the Arrowverse people and the costume design department as well, just to make all these really cool, really subtle improvements that make everything just that much better in terms of the costumes. Now, we're not speaking story-wise, so I don't want to hear in the comments about how the CW is just all about drama and relationship bull crap, because I get it. I get it. I watch it regularly. I know those complaints. We're just here talking about the costumes, and so far the costumes have been pretty solid. You have to admit that. You might not like the stories. You might think some of the characters are annoying. You might hate all the relationship drama. You might even think their acting sucks. Okay, to each their own, that's your opinion. But you have to at least give them this. The costumes in the current era of the Arrowverse are pretty damn cool. Then this is where I want to talk about the Batwoman one. Personally, in my opinion, it is spot on. It looks like something out of the comic books, but it doesn't stand out within the Arrowverse. It feels like something that could be made by a Cisco, a Cisco or a Felicity or a Ray. Like, it doesn't seem like anything that is too outlandish for the Arrowverse. It doesn't seem super elaborate. It feels just right for the Arrowverse. And honestly, there are some costumes where they got it right on the first try. The Supergirl costume, I feel like that was spot on. Bright, elicits that like hopeful, happy feeling that I was talking about. They didn't go with the midriff costume because they didn't want to sexualize her. They gave her the skirt instead. Classic look. A nice nod for classic fans. And again, it really just makes that beautiful smile Melissa Benoist has pop. And super characters, people in the Superman family, have to have that smile that just radiates hope. And I think that's perfect for Supergirl. Like, I think that was awesome. That was one of their ones that was just like knocked it out of the park the first try. But anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think about the Arrowverse costumes and how they've evolved over the years. What is your favorite Arrowverse costume? Which Arrowverse costume do you think still needs a redesign, and how would you redesign it? Let me know all those thoughts and feels in the comments down below. As always, somewhere floating around here in the ether by my head, you will see my review on my personal channel, Mr. J's Reviews, of the Flash season 5 premiere, where I talk about the episode and I touch a little bit on the new Flash suit that we see in that episode as well. So you can check that out. I will also leave a channel icon for my personal channel, like I said, Mr. J's Reviews. If you like my stuff here on the Comic Universe, you'll definitely like what I do over there. If you are a fan of the CW or DC TV shows, I review all of them, except for a few of the CW ones. I don't cover all the CW shows, but I review a good chunk of them. I only don't cover like 2 of them. So if you like the CW shows, if you like the DC TV shows, if you like TV in general, my channel is the place to be for sure. But don't worry, just because, I'm doing stuff on my channel doesn't mean I won't be doing stuff here on the Comic Universe. I will still be around. I will still be here working with C-Dubs and DPZ, even if it's just behind the scenes stuff, but I will still come on here and do videos for you guys. So don't worry about that. I will still be around. So be sure to check that out. And of course, subscribe to the universe. Join the universe today. All our social media links are in the description down below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're on all of them. Follow us. And don't forget to subscribe and join the universe today. We would really appreciate it. So until next time, guys, it's Jay from Mr. J's Reviews for the Comic Universe. And next time, I'll see you in the universe. But for now, I'll be back in a flash.